What is up, guys? It is Micah. Today I want to talk about connecting ideas because as guitar players, as whether we're rhythm or whether we're lead guitar players, we want to be used to connecting ideas. And this is something that a lot of us have problems. I had problems with this. In fact, I still work. I work on it all the time because it's very fun. I love doing it. But I had problems with it for a long time. And the idea is this: anytime you learn something, you want to know what it is you learned. What is the general overlying concept of it? What that is it's a chord or a note. Is it A? Is it G? Is it C? Is it D? Is it E? Is it F? What is it? If you learn a lick, you want to know whether it's over A. If you learn a chord, you want to know whether it's an A or a D. If you learn a riff, you want to know whether it's an A or a D or a G. If you learn to bend, is it an A or what is it? It does not matter. The idea is you learn what it is that you learned, the overall idea, and you associate it to a chord. So if you learned, let's just, for instance, since we always, so many times people use the key of A as an example. Let's go ahead and use the key of A as an example with our open A chord. Let's just say we know this A chord, okay? Let's just say we also know the A blues shuffle. Or we could drive it a little bit, okay? But also, not only do we know it there, but we also know A right here, right? And then, if we know A is right here, we also know, we might know our A bar chord, okay? Or maybe just a smaller bar chord, okay? So the ideas are this: A shuffle here, A bar chord here. Okay, we can mix all those. And let's say we know that we learned that we have that there, and we learned that we also can do a little A pentatonic here, just a little piece of it. Okay, so we have the A, we have our shuffle here, we got our piece of a chord here, and then we got our little pentatonic. We want to know, if we know that they're all A, we can start to mentally and actually physically glue those things together and get used to jumping from one to another. So A to the shuffle, to a little piece of a chord, and that's a little piece of a pentatonic. Okay, so all I did was A chord, A shuffle, A piece of chord there, A pentatonic here. But a lot of times people don't really understand what's going on with that. Okay? I just did all kind of stuff, but really, in my head, I'm thinking A. And then you go to a different chord, and you can take the same exact ideas to the next chord. So the next chord, let's just say it's going to be a D. So here was an A chord, here's our D chord. A little pentatonic, we could do a shuffle here. Okay, so we got D, D shuffle. We could come back to our A. We could go to an E next. Well, we did our E here. Our D here. We could go to an E there. Or if we wanted to switch over, since we just did an A here, we could do a D right here. Think about it. D, E. That's just a little piece of a pentatonic. There's a lot of things we can do. There's just a lot of things we can think about. We just think about switching our chords and switching our ideas. But take them and when you start doing this, first off, you have to know what it is you're doing, and then you have to start to glue it together with what you already can do. If all you know is one chord and you learn a shuffle pattern, then glue it together. You know A chord and the shuffle pattern. And you're going to need to practice that, getting from one to another. You're not just miraculously able to do it once you learn it, but you think about, we slowly start to piece it together. And by doing that, we help our brain to start thinking in chords, which is going to be helpful as far as getting all around your fretboard. Okay? Yeah, so those are some good ideas. Think about that. When you pick up your guitar, always remember you want to think about what is the overall idea that you are learning. The lick that you're learning, the riff that you're learning, the chord, the whatever it is, what is it? Take it and glue it back to what you already know, that you already associate with that. That's going to be how you start to get around and use your entire guitar fretboard. That's all I got to say for today, guys. Hope you've enjoyed that lesson. If you did, give this lesson a like. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you have any questions about it or anything like that. And guys, if you really enjoy this kind of stuff, if you want some help getting around your fretboard, I want you to stay on the lookout, because I've got a really awesome course that's going to be coming out pretty soon. It's not quite ready yet, but it will be soon, so keep a lookout. Until then, I'm going to have some more cool stuff coming out for you. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys again tomorrow.